Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons and Dining and Dudes, a podcast where a group of friends get together and play D&D. Featuring an actual play and a homebrew campaign, we celebrate not only D&D, but everything that goes with it. Hosting, cooking, playful banter, few drinks, and much more. Thanks for joining us, and please visit us at dndanddnd.com for more information. And welcome to another edition of D&D and D&D and D&D and D. We are on session 35 this June 21st, 2025. A quick recap, unless somebody else wants to give a recap. Maybe somebody's been studying. Does anyone know what happened?
We beat the Giants at the Land of the Fire.
Going into the Great Devour, the day has come where chaos has begun her invasion, and it's taking place outside on the plains of Centrum. As we remember from last session, the group has managed to acquire help from, I'm pretty sure, majority of the nations, if not all of them. You made your way to the cliffs to the south of Centrum. You have an extra participant that somehow made it with you.
Somehow.
Despite my best efforts, somehow made it with you. Grug, who is Zamir's former mentor, also joined you into the world beyond. When you first landed or were teleported to the world beyond, you found yourselves in an area of great heat and a place devoid of much life, if any life. After some reconnaissance by Hellfire Boy over here, you Joseph, unaffected by the heat and the exhaustion that it would cause, you did some reconnaissance. Though you tried to play games with the giants, they were not impressed by your stature or your approach.
Very rude giants.
And you ended up getting into quite a tussle, and both giants were defeated. After that, you explored a little bit and discovered another portal that was embedded inside this ginormous dragon skull. And that's where we'll pick up today's session. So, as we start here, I'll bring your attention to the board here, and we're going to erase a little bit of fog. And you are, where are we? Is that not working? Hold on.
It's not on, so
We're in the black abyss.
Oh, you know why? Because hold on, I gotta match the DM view. There we go. All right, let's move this up a little bit. So, from last session, you were teleported inside some derelict location. First glance, it almost seems like you're in a log cabin. The sound of the wind howling catches your attention, and I think the last thing that occurred during the... Yeah, okay, bring it up again.
That's what we heard.
Well, it was a good dinner, so I won't take offense. The last thing we heard was the group heard was a large roar in the distance. So with that, we will go ahead and start.
have we long rested?
We have not, because I'm
We
at
have
3765.
All right.
You have not long rested yet.
Can we long rest?
Yeah.
Unless you guys object?
We're in a cabin, you said?
Yeah.
You are in a cabin right... Yes, you are in a cabin right now.
Yeah, we can long rest.
There are no windows.
Is that a single room cabin? Is this basically the extent of the cabin, or are there
Yes.
doors?
Well, there's a door leading out.
Right,
But
but not
there's no
bedroom.
additional
Is there a twin
rooms or
bed in there?
adjacent rooms.
So we'll bar the door closed and then take a long rest.
What are you using to bar the door closed?
I guess we should look around the cabin. We're gonna investigate the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to look around the cabin. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Everyone can give me an investigation roll. That's fine. We'll start with that.
Got a 19.
21.
9.
Okay. So, very, very quickly, not that you needed an investigation to find broken pieces of furniture and old pieces of debris and maybe things that were used for firewood. You can see sort of a couple things that have been burnt. You notice, and you can easily use any of that to help bar the door. You also notice additional objects. Some rusted weapons that are on the floor. You notice that there are pieces of rugs tattered on the cabin floor. Give me... Who rolled a 21?
I did.
And who rolled a 19? Both of you give me history checks.
16.
7.
Okay. As you're sort of recouping, and the one thing you noticed right away as you teleported is the sweat that you're practically drenched with coming from this desert was immediately almost cooled down, almost like the sweat is starting to develop small little icicles because the drop in temperature has been so abrupt and sudden, and you feel it instantly. And as you're sort of trying to collect yourself and getting equipment to bar the door, Tyus starts to notice things about the cabin. Being somewhat learned, we'll say, especially when you were younger, you know that some of the weapons that you're seeing, some of the markings and maybe some of the runes that are on these weapons or etched in these weapons are things that are a couple hundred, if not a couple thousand years old. Things that people have in books where they're more philosophical, what do these mean type of readings. You don't know what they are, but you know when these particular books that you were reading, when these runes came up, they were always talking about, or they were always discussing, or the literature was written, was detailing extremely, extremely old history. And with that, I'll say you find enough broken furniture and whatnot that will allow you to bar the door. As you're taking time to do this, you keep hearing like thuds, the howling of the wind, and then maybe a couple of minutes later, you hear that growl, that roar again, and then that's in the background of the whirling snowstorm that is outside. You see the debris. You can see snow kind of coming in through the bottom of the door. There's like a small little gap in the doorway, maybe like a half an inch, and you could just see things kind of blowing under the doorway, which is causing that drop in temperature to be even more exacerbated or exaggerated. Sorry.
So a long rest.
Mm-hmm. Are we sleeping?
I usually get long rest with my eyes wide open. And the radio.
Long rest is 8 hours, FYI.
doesn't necessarily mean we're sleeping.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
to
yep.
this guy over here.
8
Who's that
hours
guy?
I'm dead asleep. I can't stay awake. There's no way. I got hit for 90 damage last time. I gotta go to bed.
Now we sleep. We'll have keep
We'll
watch.
do shifts. That's fine.
Watch the door.
All right, I'll do first shift.
All right. We go night night.
All right, let me bring that up real quick. All right. I need the rest for Mr. Grug.
And Mick.
No, he died. He died on the way here.
Along with the horse.
Mhm.
Or
That was
dog.
The dog, yes.
Or the dorse. Or the hog.
All right. I guess for the listeners at home, Mickey's horse got eaten by a dog.
It's missing.
We mean that both metaphorically and literally.
Philosophically, religiously. All right. So long rest.
Sexually.
As you're long resting, are you all
I'm watching.
okay?
First shift.
You notice very quickly after the first hour or so, you're going to have to do something about a He's horse because you will freeze. You start to become very, very cold very, very quickly as more and more snow sort of comes in through the door.
I have a tinderbox, so can I light a small fire
You could.
using any scrap pieces of wood or whatever in the cabin?
You could, but cabin is made entirely out of wood. So how are you going to do this without setting the entire cabin on fire?
Well, it's snowing outside,
It is.
so the wood I assume is wet on the outside.
On the outside it is.
Right.
I'm talking about the inside of the cabin. Are you lighting the fire? I'm confused.
All right, I'm going to light a torch. I got a torch. How long do torches...
Couple hours. It's a small heat source. I don't know if it's going to be... Go ahead.
I like that you're both looking at me. I'm asleep. I can't help it.
Oh, okay.
Was there any pots or anything?
Yeah, there's some equipment and stuff inside the cabin, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll make a soup pot,
It's like a walk.
like a stock pot.
Yeah. You're going to light it in there for a very
Yeah.
small... Okay. All right, that's fine. You can do that. So you grab some broken up furniture wood,
Yeah.
and you have a small amount of flame that you and Grog and Zamir and Tyrannus. Drasko's sleeping, so I don't know. He just made it very abundantly clear he's sleeping. So
but
whether
somehow he sleep
whether
talks,
whether
though.
or not you put the fire near him is up to you at this point.
I mean, we can all be near each other. Also, he can cuddle up next to someone else who's sleeping.
Okay, that's fine.
Share body heat.
And there are very old.
Well, there's more than one pot, right?
Yeah.
Then we'll light a fire in each pot.
Okay. That's fine. So you have
Multiple heat.
a
sources,
small
but
little
smaller.
heat source going in there. Nothing too crazy. Not too much smoke. Just enough to help prevent hypothermia at this point, because no one is resistant. Are you resistant to cold?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry. Who's staying up first? You said you are.
Yes.
Pius? All right. So go ahead and roll me a survival check.
14.
Okay. All right, yeah, and the 14 allows you to make the fires and things like that. As you are doing that, everyone is, at least at this point, is pretty quiet. Grug is sort of looking almost like at the door, peeks under the doorway where the snow's coming in just to see if he can see anything. He looks at you. And he goes, I should throw your ass out there for what you did. I shouldn't be here. If it wasn't for Zamir, you'd be dead by now. And he kind of goes and sits in a corner, away from the flame. almost as if he wants to prove a point.
And I just let him.
Zamir goes over and talks to him for a little bit. Tyrannus, what are you doing?
Just sitting by the fire.
Okay. First couple hours go by. Occasionally the wind dies down for a little bit, but the roar and the echo of the roar can still be heard. At sometimes it seems closer, sometimes it seems further away. But usually after the roar, you hear a boom, boom, and then it gets quiet again. Sun starts to set, as evident by the dim amount of light under the doorway. You can tell it starts to get darker and darker as you stay inside this cabin. Tyrannus, are you up next?
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a survival.
8.
8, okay. As you start to set up for watch, the door swings open. And as the door swings open, both fires instantly go out.
I'm assuming you're still awake. Since we just shifted.
Okay?
Yeah, did this occur as...
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to sleep right away. I'm not going to... If you want to
Yeah.
still be awake, that's fine.
So I'll run over, get the door back to shutting.
As you start to grab the door, you get your first glimpse of outside, and it is nothing but whiteness. Wind starts to slap you in the face. Snow is blowing everywhere. You see a couple hints of like pine trees and what are the other trees I'm thinking of? The
Ferns.
Ferns, thank you.
Fern.
You see them very quickly, but it's almost like stinging your scales, the amount of wind that's hitting you and the snow. The snow below is not a little, for sure. You don't know how much it is. You go to reach for the door, and the wind is actively trying to keep you from closing it. I need you to roll a strength check for me.
Strength, you say. Oh, that's on my main screen. 17.
Okay, so you grab it. The wind starts to pull it. It takes you by surprise, but you're ultimately able to close the door, shut it, and put the barricade back in. This time, as you put the barricade back in, you try to keep it from the door from opening outward. So you put something behind the knob to prevent it from doing that this time. You take a breath. The snow just even for that brief instant going outside, your entire side of your face is like covered with snow, as if you've been out there for 3-4 hours.
Aside from the, like what you said, old rugs and things, is there any other cloth material? In
Yeah, I thought I had mentioned that earlier. So you do notice in like an armoire, there's some old clothing that you could use.
We'll make masks out of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like balaclavas.
That's the dessert, right?
No, that's yeah, that's the dessert. The mask is baklava. Sorry, I get them confused all the time.
I don't know which one's which now.
Really?
I don't.
Balaclava is the mask.
It's the mask.
Baklava
Yes.
is the dessert. Yeah.
Yeah, and bacala is the fish, not to be fishy bacala. Okay.
He's dead asleep.
So you're
All of this is happening.
able to close the door, but you are starting to still get cold because of the heat source, the lack of heat source.
Try to light a fire again.
Yep. Lighting the fire again.
Okay.
What's the survival?
No, you don't have to do a survival check for
No.
the fire at this point. We'll assume your other survival check is
Okay.
sufficient. So you still have a little bit of tinder left, and if you didn't, you still have some.
We
stuff
still have
in
some
there.
burning hands.
Yep. All right, so you get the fire going again. A couple fires, things kind of calm down. A couple hours pass. You notice that the wind stops howling. The snow that would kind of blow in and out under the door, that seems to have calmed down a little bit. Still night, but things have gotten somewhat quiet for the first time since you've arrived in this location.
And we've been there a few hours now.
Yes. So after your watch there, Tyrannus, who are you passing it off to?
We'll go burning hands boy over here.
Huh? What?
All right, so you kick Drasko.
No, my turn?
Your turn to keep watch.
No. Okay.
Wake the fuck up.
Give me a survival check there, Drasko.
Freezing in here. 14.
Okay. As it's in the middle of the night, I would say, well, I don't even want to give a time because
Alright,
time
we're
is
walking
sort of
in last
irrelevant
game.
at this point. At this point, you've been there, from what you can estimate, 5-6 hours, 4 or 5 hours. But this is your first time kind of being awake and participating. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Is fire still going? It's good.
It's not. It's at this point. It is. I mean, you can only feed a fire in a pot for so long
Tell me
until
what I can and can't do
until the
with fire.
dead wood starts to overtake. So, it is losing its luster at this point. Thoughts, comments, questions?
Alright, I was just seeing if I can cast bonfire, but I apparently probably can't. Bonfire ignites flammable objects in its area that aren't being worn or carried. It doesn't say I need like tinder or something to light. It just says create bonfire.
Yeah. Okay.
So we run into this, like, it only lasts, like, a very short amount of time.
It shouldn't.
Doesn't up to 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, that's
So up to 1 minute is a very short amount of time.
I'll make a
Mhm.
big fire. Burn the whole place down. All right, then I won't do that.
okay.
Sorry, I just remember it happening the last time.
No, it just cause more damage if I do something else with fire.
Okay.
There's
Mickey,
nothing
what
else
do you
in this
wanna
room
do?
I could light up, huh?
What's that?
There's nothing else in this room I could light up.
There's plenty of wood in this room that you could light up.
I don't want it to spread like an actual fire.
No, but you could replace the wood. I'm not going to tell you what you can do. You tell me.
I have control flames, so I could push whatever flames I have here and just
You could also just remove what's there and put new wood and just create a new
I
fire.
could do that as well.
You could light him on fire.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We're getting there, but not
What
there.
did I do?
You're asleep. Are you sleeping or not? You awake? You just
I'm
watching
asleep.
me. You're watching me fumble around with fire.
He's pissing on the fire.
I instantly expand the flame 5 feet in one direction, provided that wood or other fuel is present in a new location. So I just gather more wood and make it like a 5 foot
Where is it going into though?
wherever I push this fire.
But you
Still
can
nearby.
you
He
can
controls the flame.
you can control it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can prevent it from
Going
spreading.
out, yeah.
For how long?
27 hours.
1.6 seconds. It just says
Is it like a concentration spell?
instantaneous?
Okay.
Casting time, one action, range 60 feet, 5 foot. No, there's no time frame in this thing.
I mean that. Seems
So I
like
can prevent it from getting out of hand.
Let me see here. What is it called? Control flames.
Control flames.
It says casting time 1 minute. Duration instantaneous. So Yeah, I guess the flame will be there until you decide otherwise. So
So I'll keep it from spread. I'm going to spread it out to whatever I need to spread it to, but keep it from going out of control.
okay, that's
so
fine.
you get bigger
Yeah.
than it is to make it.
Yeah, so
more.
you can do that for as
Sure.
long as you continue. I mean, it's not a concentration spell, but I guess if
As long as I'm paying attention to it.
yeah.
Whoops! It landed on.
Oh God, no!
You
Don't
can
let the
cause simple
fires-
you can double
Yeah, I don't wanna
or
do the simple
half
shape
the
one.
area of bright light. That
I
change
don't
lasts for an
understand.
hour.
But I can if I need to.
I mean, yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah, that's a good way of
Don't
using
let
it.
the
Sure.
invisible fire burn, my friend.
Okay, so you do that to help, and it instantly like creates a good amount of warmth amongst the area, that 5-foot cube area, and I would say your watch is pretty uneventful. You haven't heard the roar or the thumping or the howling of the wind. I think at that point, after his watch is over, it's still a little early, but you've been there for about 6 hours at this point, 7 hours. So you start to all sort of wake up, and you we'll consider you long rested.
Cool.
So now what?
Is there more light now? Is it like daylight?
No, not
yet.
yet. It isn't.
Should we wait for daylight to check out the area?
And you said when I glimpsed outside, it was all barren except for snow.
No, I said you couldn't see.
There was a
Oh, I couldn't
whiteout,
see. Okay.
There's a whiteout.
but we could see a couple of
Trees.
coniferous trees.
Yes.
But it seems like it's died down by now.
Can
Talking to
you
your
talk
mic.
into the
Seems
The
like
tip.
it's died down by now.
tip?
Just the tip.
Yeah, is it like died down by now?
There you go.
So
A
much
little,
better.
little bit.
Yes. It is. Yeah. It's still not. It has not picked up yet.
What about the strength of the wind? Would we know that? Like
It's
if we-
not. You don't feel you don't hear a howl.
You
from
guys
the
want to
outside.
attempt to open
Okay.
doors?
Can you not be a smacked ass and do it smartly?
Do you guys want to open the door and see if we could not get pushed by the wind and look outside?
Why is it? Why do you have it cockeyed?
That's how he had it.
That's how it was before.
That's how you left it.
Oh,
Just turn it up a
okay,
little.
Change it.
Yeah,
then.
mine
Turn
was
up for
mine
what?
was facing
Oh,
this
like,
way, and I didn't leave
turn
it
the-
there because
turn
that's
the
where
tip
it
towards
was
your
when I
mouth.
came down
I
here.
could have put it inside the bathroom next time, and that's where you got to record from. I'm
Alright,
gonna
just
put
the
it in the
tip.
litter
Yeah,
box.
There you go.
perfect.
There you go.
Sounds perfect.
Perfect.
Down to every last detail.
With your
Perfect.
windscreen, it sounds perfect.
Doesn't have one.
No,
I don't have a
I took that off
windscreen.
because I wanted to see what else I could mess with. And,
You also wiped his ass with your microphone, so
Yeah.
make
Okay.
sure you lick it.
all right,
Yep.
so what are we doing? What are you doing?
Can we attempt at least open the door without getting blown back
Yeah,
by the
let's-
wind?
we'll
Yeah.
open the
See
door.
what else we
I
can
think the
see.
wind stopped howling anyway.
Who is making that
big,
attention?
big man first?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay. So you kind of put your hand on the handle. The first thing you feel is the handle is ice cold. The iron.
Let burning
the iron,
hands, man.
Burning hands, man. I need you for a second.
The iron. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it doesn't
Oh.
do anything.
Can we
It's just-
breathe on it?
It's very. You lick it. Put your tongue on it. See what happens.
No, my breath is lightning, not
No, just go.
Lightning bolt comes
Until
out.
it thaws out a
It
little bit.
breathes back at you. It's a magic doorknob. So, but you take that instant like coldness and you push through, and as you push through, you can see a little bit more. And I will show you.
We have dark vision.
This has nothing to do with darkness.
I'm
Alright, just making sure.
observation.
So you can see into this area. Still snowing. Is the snow showing up there?
Yeah.
Huh?
I can't tell.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
From
It's a
my
lit-
angle.
It's a little tough to see. Okay. So that's where you can see at this point. Now, I will say, because I can't, like, there's no opacity setting here. Through the trees, you can just see more snow, some trees in the background, and in the distance, you can see how the snow starts to climb a bit. But I don't want to reveal that because you really can't get a good sense of it right now with all of those trees in the way.
Can I attempt to sneak over to the trunks of one of those trees?
You want to sneak over to one of the
Yeah,
trunks
stay,
of the tree.
stay within, hidden vision.
Okay, well, give me a sneak check.
Before I do that, can I like bundle up with whatever the hell I got in that cabin, like make myself, not. So
Yeah, there's some
All right.
cloth and stuff in there you can use.
I wrap one around my mouth.
Well, we made the baklava, remember, for
Thank
our
you.
faces.
Broccoli Rob.
Also, how deep is the snow? At least directly in front of the
I
cabin.
step in, I go straight down 30 feet.
Yeah, so no one's stepped in it yet, as far as I know. He just looked out.
Correct, but
Yeah.
when you open
Correct.
the door, you can see at least the
Like,
bank that
how high my
accumulates in front of the door.
Oh, yeah. So it's about
12 feet.
no, at least in front of the cabin, it's probably like 6 to 8 inches.
I wish.
On a cold
Stealth.
day. Wow.
Yeah.
8.
Okay,
So he walks out
8
with the
plus
cabin
what?
with a couple
No,
of
8.
8 total. Okay.
couple of pots and pans and
So
things together.
you start to go out, and as soon as you go out, you realize
This is a terrible idea.
not just the depth of the snow, but how heavy it is makes your movement slower.
So heavy.
So where are you trying to get to?
Right where you have that black circle right now.
That right there?
Yep.
All right, so that is 5, 10, 15. So you can't even, in one movement turn, your speed is 30, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Your movement is half speed as soon as you step outside.
All right. That's fine. All right. That's all right. We'll do it.
So you can go to like around about there. And as you
You said it's still dark, right?
right now it's yeah. I mean, it's not, if we're thinking time wise, it's like 5-ish in the morning, I suppose.
You guys want me to cast daylight? For more light? No?
I'm trying to be sneaky and I messed up. Don't put a spotlight on me.
Fire flare right towards him. It's like a GTA.
GTA.
Guy's on fire.
No, it's anything within 60 feet I can make it look like daylight out.
Yeah, I think, Joe, we don't want to broadcast that we're
Or here.
a bright
They
light.
know we're here.
Yeah, if I wanted to do it, I would have set that tree on fire.
Yeah, if he wants to play Lighthouse.
You need water for that.
Melt
I
the
don't think
snow.
you can do the snow.
Melt the snow.
They got lighthouses in the winter on Lake Ontario and all those Great Lakes. Yeah. Just poking
So
out
that's the end
snow.
of my amazing attempt. Nothing's happened. I'm still alive,
Nope,
not dead.
nothing happens right now.
Enjoy your
Okay,
time
fine.
out there.
Should I go back in?
Bye.
They closed the door behind me.
It's like Forrest Gump waving.
Hmm.
I'll go with you.
Would Zamir's movement be hampered by the snow?
Why would
Since
it-
he
I
has,
don't know, but
um,
he's not being controlled right now, so you can blame Zamir for that one.
Because he's a rogue and he has that difficult terrain movement thing.
He has second story climbing. I don't know if it's difficult terrain. I'm not sure. But I'm not gonna.
All right, I'm gonna
spend
go out
time.
there with Joe.
All right, are you sneaking out there? Or are you just walking out there like? You know,
I'll sneak.
He was
Straight out there.
I'll try to sneak.
wait, you can't because you have plate armor.
No, I just have disadvantage.
Is the disadvantage on sneaking?
Yeah.
I mean, my sneak's
Okay.
a -1, so
So that would be a 16
I mean, he can still sneak. It's just
or a 12. So
Okay.
12.
All right. So,
So-
same type of thing. Like, you start walking towards Joe, and you know, even especially with heavier armor, it's like picking your foot up out of almost like something in the snow is like grabbing your foot, just making every step feel heavier and heavier.
Guys
But
wanna
you
attack
you
the
do
fort?
make it to Joe with
Start
no
fighting the
issues.
Snow. Can I use my werebear smell to see if I smell anything out there?
Dragging at our feet.
Yeah, you can do that. Give me a perception with advantage.
Oof. Good thing I have advantage. I'm gonna roll that again.
Felt right.
Oh god, that's a nat 20.
Is it?
Better, yeah.
Much better than the 5 that I rolled.
Your werebear sense picks something up to the west. It's not. You're not sure what your senses are almost confused because you feel like you've smelled something similar to this before, but it almost seems like it's completely different. But there's like a weird smell can trigger memories. This smell triggers a memory from before.
Is it a fucking unicorn?
And the memory is from the beginning of the campaign.
A troll?
I'm not saying what the memory is. I'm saying the memory is just from the beginning. It's something but it's like a fuzzy memory. So I won't tell you specifically what it is, but you feel like you have smelled whatever this thing is, whatever this scent is very familiar to you.
It's the rocks cooking.
Is it Lily Whitewell?
He's gonna start naming
Naming
notes.
people from the back in the day.
Yeah, it smells like herbal essence shampoo that Urza had the first time you met her.
I knew it. It's Urza. So I'll tell them that I smell something to the west.
Joe, this is a perfect time to fart, but
Yeah.
Can't
really,
do it on command.
yeah,
Oh, wow. You
Sorry.
can fart any other time, apparently, but
the most inopportune
Yeah.
times you can.
well, stop farting when we're playing online and you fucking can't do it now. I see you. I see you, 6'9".
Grug, what do you want to do?
Grug is in the background. He is. You can put him right outside. He's not going to sneak, but he is going to come outside the door. Do we have somebody? Oh, yeah, he's the thing right there.
He's
Yeah,
the
guy.
thing that's not us.
Yeah.
So just move. Can you just?
I can't reach
Chris,
across.
can you just somebody? Thank you. So he comes out and he steps down, and you could just see like he is so
Happy.
miserable right now. And every he basically takes 2 steps in the snow, and each step he is throwing daggers at Tyus.
I'm in front of him, so I can't see him. So
No.
fuck him.
That's
give a
funny
shit
that
about
you
that
said
guy.
that.
Why?
Fuck 'em. Because right when I turn the page, I have one note here that says "fuck Lance."
Is it Lance?
Yeah, it's
Is that
a
what you
Lance.
smell? It's fucking Lance.
All right. What are we doing?
Can we continue? Through the trees? You
I'll
wanna
make another attempt at the
Behind you's a guy with a cello.
Yes.
I'm
I'm gonna make
Just playing 8 notes.
Another attempt at sneaking a little further forward, maybe another 15 feet this time.
Can I just throw him?
A little more to your left.
You can move
Well, either
15
north.
feet.
I'm gonna try to stay sneaky.
Okay.
Then move yourself 15 feet.
Well, I'm gonna have to roll for that. Just to
No,
make sure.
no, just go move.
Like
There
now
you
I'm in
go.
like the center. I'm fully covered and whatnot, hidden ish.
So as you kind of look behind you and stuff, you see a small frozen pond or lake or
Body
something.
of water.
Does anyone have a puck?
As you start to move forward, you hear
Shell, baby.
that roar in the background, or not in the background, in the distance.
From which direction?
I was gonna say, if
The
I'm
west.
facing this way. If you could face me that way.
So because of all of the snow, it's tough to get a point, a location of where the roar is coming from, because the sound kind of gets dampened. So it's tough to tell. I will allow you to roll a perception check. Joseph can, because he is the furthest out. I'll let him roll.
13.
Okay. So you're not sure if this is echoing off of something, but you think it's either to the northwest or the southwest.
100% not
west.
to my south, correct?
Like, I said northwest or southwest.
Right. These two corners, definitely not over here. Definitely not south.
I'm just telling you what I said. I'm not saying it's definitely not anywhere. I'm saying you think, from your perception, it's either coming from the northwest or it's right behind you.
Oh,
Behind you,
shit.
Joe.
It's above you.
It's here.
It's actually in the cabin. All right, that's fine.
Yes.
I take out my orb to see if anything
Starts playing bowling.
shows up.
Well, your orb requires the ritual.
Okay.
Are you doing a 10-minute ritual out in the middle of the snow?
Takes 10 minutes.
Well, what are you trying to do? Are you using your gift of sight, or are you doing...
Remember?
Because the thing with the orb usually
Saying it.
takes longer. Like where it draws the map.
Yeah.
That takes longer.
Oh.
That's not instant.
All right, then never mind that.
All right, who's up?
All right, I'm going to move forward as well.
Okay.
I mean, go a little further
You
than
can't.
me.
You can't.
Oh, you're making it so 15's for everybody.
Well,
Well,
it's
both of our
half your-
maximum
half
speeds
your-
are
half your
30.
mo- unless you want to use... Like, we're not in combat right now, but if you say, hey, I want to dash, I'll take that into consideration and, you know,
So you're taking all our normal movement down to 15 right now.
correct.
Well,
It's half
no,
your speed.
It's half your speed.
Half whatever your max speed is. Like, Sotheby's, he's not here, but his max speed was 40, so it would be 20. So, move this out. Now, you could start to see the elevation start to, not mountainous, but more of like a cliff. You start to see some of the snow sort of go up a little bit.
Is there any type of sunlight starting to shine through, or is it?
I mean, I wouldn't say you guys have been out here for a super long time, but we'll say there's a little bit now at this point.
So there is at least lighting coming up.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
You coming out here?
Have Grug move up.
I'm on the porch.
three squares as well,
You're not-
please.
You're still inside.
Well, I should be on the porch.
Oh, well, you and Zamir are still
Because
inside.
I opened the door.
Do we want to make Zamir follow Grog's movements just for the...
For now, yeah.
For now, yeah.
That's fine.
Just move him with him.
Stab him. And so you want to stay on the porch.
Yes. Is my senses still picking up the scent from the...
Just nothing different.
Nothing different?
No.
We should have just had you cast a hawk.
Well, I mean, it's dark, so
Hawk can still see in the dark. Or an owl.
Or a polar bear.
There's only certain things he can.
yeah,
You can
I can't
cast.
just make up any sort
Yeah.
of.
Rhinoceros?
A winter
Animal.
fox.
Yeah.
Definitely not one of those things.
You can't make a polar bear, really?
A penguin.
Also, not an option.
Alright,
Because
just tell us
then you
the
could
options.
belly slide.
Okay, I'm done here.
Orca whale. What's good on ice? A duck.
So while you guys are discussing which animal he can't cast, you hear another.
All right, there's something.
But this
flying above
one
us.
is close to you. Like in the distance, you almost see, as you're starting to be able to see a little bit more because light, you start to see snow kind of like pop up
Just
in the
snowblower.
distance.
Is it followed by the growl?
There is a growl
Before or after the thud?
around the same time, I would say.
All right, so something is eating and then taking a dump right afterwards.
I can't think of anything we fought in ice before, besides the dragon.
You guys want to just light the whole place on fire and just find out what's going on? Cast mega hands of flame.
So you're still... So west is this way, right? According to me?
Well, technically, west is
That way.
towards me. Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, the
okay.
map. Yeah, that's
So
a fair,
north-
fair
North.
question. North, south, east,
Okay.
west.
Got it. I'll start moving out too.
Okay.
Somebody move me
Is your speed 30 or 25?
30. I know I'm a fat ass dragon, but I mean, I can still move.
One of them offensive linemen.
I'm like Jordan Mailata out here.
Don't think
Okay.
he's a dragon.
He
Yeah.
is a dragon.
Could be.
He's 6'8". Dragon.
All right. As the light starts to shine a little bit more, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more of a opening here to show you kind of what you're dealing with.
What's the orange?
I
These?
think those are just
These
trees.
are just trees.
Trees? Okay. I can't see it from my angle.
Snow starts to pick up a little bit, so it's still cutting down some of the visibility. You start to get a little colder as that snow begins to pick up. And as that snow begins to pick up and your visibility goes down, you hear another roar followed by a...
Guys, I'm gonna light a tree on fire.
No.
Is my movement hampered if I switch to a werebear?
Yes.
Okay.
But not if you fly.
Also true. I do
Well,
have
I don't know. Maybe it is because of
I do have
magic.
draconic flight.
magic snow.
How tall are these trees?
I don't know, regular tree height, let's say
50 feet.
50.
20 to
No.
40.
20 to 2,000 feet.
I mean, they vary. Some are bigger, some are smaller.
Chris, is there anything past that first group of trees?
A clearing with looks like some stumps
All right.
and
Why don't you light a stump on fire?
I'm going to cast draconic flight
Okay.
and go up.
Go up.
Hit his head on a branch.
Wait, what's my movement with that?
Well, it would be the
Flight.
same.
Same as-
Yeah, it's the same.
So I'll go up 30 feet.
Okay. Get him a thing here.
Get him a thing.
All right.
A thing.
So you and as of right now where you're at, there's still some trees in the way,
Mm-hmm.
but you do. The snow is kind of causing a little bit of a uncomfortable liftoff, but it's not preventing you from staying in flight. How long does that last? You can find out.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Yeah.
here in a second. We can move on.
But you are up 30 feet at this point. Okay.
I think it's actions. No, not action.
Grug and Zamir are going to move around Tyus a bit. Whatever they can do. Even if it's just a couple steps. Yeah, they're gonna dash, so you can just make it a little further. Yep. And then have Zamir follow him. Cool. Alright. Alright, so now two things happen. Snow starts to pick up again. The temperature almost drops as the snow starts to pick up again.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. As the temperature drops, as the snow picks up again, I'm going to have Drasco roll me a
Death roll.
deck save.
Oh, next time.
$19.
All right, so as you're looking forward, you hear that roar again. But this time, in the distance, you hear like an echo, like a... And if it wasn't for the trees that you're in, you see the huge snow boulder come crashing into the tree, and the snow just, like, kind of hits the tree, and you just get scattered with snow. And you hear another large growl.
Guys, someone's playing bowling with boulders. Heads up. guess it's my turn. You guys don't want me to light a stump on fire? Is that correct? It's getting colder. Something obviously knows we're here. I can see
Yeah,
right
they
where we're
know.
at.
They know we're here now. So
Why don't we do this? If you guys are going to start going in order and you're each doing different things, why don't you all roll?
Sorry, unless you guys want to go out of order. I didn't mean to say.
No,
minutes
and
right
that's
now.
fine. You kind of just been
Um,
organically doing that, which I think is great. But I was going to say, why don't you roll for initiative so you guys can have an order that you go and you can at least. Yeah. Roll for initiative.
hold on before we do that.
Okay. Fuck me.
Yep. I just want to double check one thing here. Okay. All right, we're good. We can roll.
Good.
I got a 0.
That's
Did you really roll a 1?
Yeah.
Eh.
I'm going last, folks.
Okay.
I'm going second last.
So wait, sorry. What do you?
18.
Okay, so
Oh.
so 18. What'd you get, Chris?
4.
Oh, I think. Okay, so.
Well, hopefully we get them out now.
Sorry, 20 plus 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
So 8. Okay, so 20.
Ghosts in these trees.
He's got 8.
Fucking ghost trees.
Oh, shit.
And then you've got a
0.
4 and a 0, and Zamir's gonna get skipped for now. Okay. All right. So go ahead, Joe.
It's my first 0 ever.
All right, you said it got colder, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The wind starts to sting, like it did when you opened that door.
Light a fucking tree on fire.
All right, so in front of us, I see 2 stumps, so I'm going to light the furthest one on fire.
Okay.
I'll do create bonfire right on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is that a cantrip? Right.
Yes, so just so you're aware, if a creature enters it, it is a dex saving 15.
Okay. If the creature okay.
Yes.
Dex saving 15 for what?
Damage. It's going to take damage if it walks into it or whatever.
Oh, walks into the fire?
Okay.
Or someone throws him in there.
Well, I'm in the air right now.
I just cast my thing, so.
All right. So
And you know what? After I cast my thing, I'm going to move a little bit further forward. 15, you said?
Yep. And I will, because you
Is that your turn?
casted that fire, we're gonna. How much does it say? How much light it gives, or no? I think regular.
Whole map.
It sets all enemies on fire too.
Range. Well, no, it's probably range for casting is 60 feet, not
Yes,
vision.
that is correct.
60,
No, it doesn't say.
60-foot bonfire.
What?
That's one big ass
A
bonfire.
60-foot bonfire.
That's like the forest kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
We can get there if I do it enough.
Yeah, you could just control the flame.
You see, as you cast the fire, and as the this tree begins to stump begins to burn, you notice very, very quickly, and this is probably something maybe because you're familiar or in tune with fire spells and fire in general.
Fire.
You see as the snow sort of whips up, the flames almost die. But then because you're in essence controlling them, they spark. There's almost like a constant struggle between the flame itself and the snow. Now, create bonfire is a concentration spell, so I want you to remember that.
Yep.
/ concentrate.
Okay.
Means I can't cast another concentration spell or any
correct.
other thing that I do. We'll cancel it.
Not every other thing, but
Just-
another concentration spell.
concentration.
Or if you took damage and failed the save. All right, so Grug and Zamir are actually going to... Is the dice where
It's the far as the fire is, yeah.
Okay, yeah, push them towards the fire. Because they are starting to get cold.
Do you want them exposed like that out in the open?
You can dash too. So that would
How
give
much
them-
is dash?
Well, for them it would be 30 with the half speed. Okay, thank you. you are
It's my turn
you
now.
are up. Yes.
Okay.
All right. You just move.
Mhm.
All right, Tyrannus, you're up.
Am I hindered in movement?
Nope.
So I can
You,
go 30
you,
feet.
you. I mean, you're fighting the snow, and it is, as of right now, you're not hindered, but it is very cold,
Push me towards the fire.
and you're not. Yeah, so you can go full 30.
Thank you.
Also, just for, I think that's only a 15-foot height, FYI, not 30.
All right.
But just so we're aware, if it gets to it, you would have to get 215. He's a giant. Just get him a step ladder. All right.
Another 15.
I will say at this point, because of your height,
Diagonal. Brilliant.
Oh, shit. I'm going to die up here.
You get shot down
I'll
like a
fall on one
fucking
of us.
MiG.
He's going to throw a fucking snowball at me.
so because of your height, you are getting a better vantage point at this point. The snow has died down again.
But the wind is kicking up. I can hear it.
I gotta turn the AC off on this map. Again, a roar. And who is that Grug or is that Zamir in the front?
Zamir is in
Well,
front, right?
put Grug in the front, please, because I don't want Zamir to have to worry about anything. All right, Grug is going to do a dex save. That is a miss. So, at this point, Grug is going to take
A vacation.
11 points of damage. So he's actually knocked down prone.
Prone bone.
So again, another sort of large snowball comes hurtling at him, hits him because he's not aware, with a blunt force of all of this hard snow, knocks him down on his ass. And at this point,
So is he on his stomach?
on his back, stomach, whatever,
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Top of his
Well,
head.
no, prone is.
Oh, well,
Specific.
technically, yes. I guess prone, when we think about it, is on their stomach. Okay. So, you know at this point where the snowball is coming from, but you can't see it because of elevation. And it's coming towards the northwest. Now, Ben, you can't see it just because of the visibility, but even like you can kind of make it out, but you're not a direct line of sight, but you know where it's coming from.
You can't cast multiple bonfires, right?
No, concentration.
He can do multiple control flames, but he can't do bonfire.
So my thought is we could either use that for warmth or use it as a distraction.
I mean, technically it says 1 minute duration for the spell, so.
That's a couple turns, so you're good for now.
Can you control flames on your magic missiles and shoot those out?
Magic missile isn't flame, isn't fire.
What if I shoot the magic missile through the bonfire?
There's nothing that says a magic missile would get caught on fire.
Mine do. It's a level
Is it made
six
of wood?
spell.
Yes.
The paper airplanes.
Paper airplanes.
I mean, I'll throw a fireball somewhere blindly.
No, don't waste that. Don't waste it.
No, waste it. Grug's saying, help me,
I
waste
cast
it.
a fireball on Grug and put him out of his misery. This will warm you up, bud.
I think, Joe, you're up.
Yes, you are.
Oh, crap. Yeah, let's push past the fire. Oh, so I'm still 15. Dude, this 15 is nonsense.
You can dash for 30.
That is me dashing for 30.
Okay.
Still trying to attempt to stay in this cover of trees.
Grug is going to get up but not move. Actually, getting up is half your movement anyway, so he couldn't move.
What's Mickey doing?
He's fixing a horse. He's got a little wooden toy horse he's fixing.
Of course.
Yes, a horse, of course. Everybody knows the horse, of course. You are up, Tyus.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay. Okay. And ye old dragon.
I'm going to cast Summon Steed,
Okay.
but I'm going to turn it into a dire wolf.
Okay.
It's not what we discussed. Holy.
Can you?
cannoli.
This is a thing you can do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a paladin spell.
Now, I know summon steed is. You can turn it into a dire wolf.
So it's either a dire wolf, a camel, a horse, or a dire wolf.
Okay. So all right. So
There's
you have
a
your
certain
choice. You
thing,
have
yeah.
your choice based. On,
Oh, and and an elk.
Why don't you make it a dolphin or a zebra or lizard?
That wouldn't help us
what
in the
How about a
snow.
snake?
What about a GTA submarine?
Wouldn't help us in the snow.
Guys, I'll be right there.
Actually, I'll turn it into.
Guys, I'm coming.
I'll be there in a bit.
Meanwhile, bombs are exploding nowhere near where we need them to explode because he's shooting his
Guys,
missiles from his
you
submarine.
guys, you see that?
You
No.
see that?
Ben, we're not at a casino. Why are you
playing-
shooting at the
We're
casino?
playing NHL. What are you doing?
I shoot it onto the ice.
See what you're
Alright,
missing, Joe?
So you summoned your dire wolf,
Yep.
and now where?
It's back at the cabin.
It's actually in the other realm. It's in the desert realm.
It's gone.
It's at the thirsty guppy.
Oh, there you go.
Thirst.
Thirsty guppy.
That's what the smell is.
What
It's
a-
the inside of the thirsty guppy.
I enjoy the callback though.
Is that called a bullpen?
Wait, it's
Alright,
called
s-
find steed, not summon
Oh,
steed.
I'm sorry.
We found it. It's right
yeah,
there.
I found it. It's right here. No, I don't need that.
I want him to bring a camel.
In the snow?
I got a stupid.
So sorry.
Second level paladin spell.
What creature type?
Oh,
Alive,
right.
say alive.
We'll go with celestial.
Okay.
The fuck does that mean?
So it changes the bonus action that they can do, the spell type for action. Okay, and you can ride this, right?
Yes.
Yes,
if
while
I
he's
needed to.
airborne.
Okay, but you're not riding it in this case.
I am not riding
So
it.
you're still flying. You just
He's
summoned
riding it in the
where did
air.
you Where did you summon it to?
It's going to be, what is the distance on this bad boy? 30 feet. Put it right next to Zamir and Grug. Or no. How far?
Yeah, that's fine. You could do that.
Okay. And then I'm going to move him.
And it shares your initiative count.
Yes. of 0.
So, and it functions as a controlled mount while you ride it. Okay, and if you have so it technically is up then.
Move him. Wait, is he in half?
Let me see. Look at the direwolf stat block here. It doesn't say anything that would suggest, but I mean, I'm gonna make a common sense rule and say a direwolf probably can move in snow better than any of you. So I'm not gonna give the direwolf a penalty here.
All right, move him up 30 feet, please. Straight ahead to where the boulder was being thrown.
And now that is going to have to do a dex save if you would like to throw for it.
That's not a 20, by the way.
Why is it deck saving?
What's the dex on him?
12, so it's a +1.
+1?
Yes.
That's good. He rolled a 4.
All right, so he is going to take 9 points of damage. His HP is 5 plus. Is it per this? Is HP 5 per spell level? Oh, okay. So his HP is 5 plus 10 per. What level spell is this?
2.
All right, so that would be so he's got 25 25 health. Well, he had 25 health. Now he has 11 because that was 9 total, I think. What'd I do?
16.
Sorry, thank you. I forgot the last dice. And he's also prone. Turn him upside down.
Turn him upside.
All right. At this point, the snow suddenly stops. The direwolf, being able to run across, has now caused this being to roar the loudest it's roared and finally reveal itself. So as the snow starts to stop, I'm going to turn off Fog of War here.
Ah.
As the snow starts to stop, you look upward towards this cliff that extends 50, 60 feet in elevation.
Is that here?
Correct.
Okay.
It is right here. And at this location is your foe, which I will go get right now.
V5O.
Big reveal here. Let me get my popcorn. Maybe a choke on it. Good. As long as you die.
I won't. Or I will, and I'll hunt you from the grave.
And keep shitting on your floor.
Those aren't lactate pills. Those are actually arsenic pills. I switched them.
Good, let me take another.
And we are... You're going to stay in your initiative roll, but the troll is going to roll his. And then we are going to start.
Ugly looking motherfucker.
Stop there.
Tyrannus land on. Oh, was it?
No, I just stopped that music.
Tyrannus go fly over it, land on him, and ride him like a bull from Oklahoma.
What? All right, so...
He's technically higher than me.
What? How tall is this roll?
He's up on an elevation like 50 feet.
Oh, he's gonna come down.
Okay, so... So his is... Oh, okay. Well, his is not great either. All right. All right, so Snake, you had a 20. Tyus, you had a 4. Zamir, you're not here. Grug, you had an 8. And Tyrannus, you had a 0. And the Ice Troll had what he had. All right. So now that we are in actual initiative, Snake, you may start.
Dashing 30.
Dashing through the snow.
I want to spread out so we're not concentrated.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, I could see him, right? That's the.
Right now you can. The snow has...
But he said he's
Stop.
higher.
Oh, he is... Yes, he is higher, but he's like standing on the precipice
Okay.
here. Also, he's like...
Was that his move, or did you just move?
No, I'm giving you like... Because he's on the precipice. He's also like, 10,
So
12
can you
feet
explain this thing?
tall.
Is this like the edge of the cliff here, or is this how do you get up here?
Yeah, so it's not a mountain. So from this location, you're going to start to ascend. You can
Imagine a ski slope.
Yeah.
You can't get up this way.
No, you can. Any way you can. There's no impassable
Alright.
location here. Now, what I will say is that now that the snow has stopped and you're getting a good look of the ice troll and this cliff, you don't know anything else about the cliff outside of it. It starts to ascend. So there may be certain areas that are tougher to climb, but you're not going to know unless you actually go out there because of all of the snow that is covering it. This isn't like a mountain, so you don't need like any climbing tools, but just it might just be more of an incline or certain things like that.
It's
Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it is, and remember don't forget your thing. All right, so Drasko's done. Grug is he's just going to continue to dash. So if you can just move him 30. At this point, leave Zamir where he is. Yep, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Thank you. All right, Tyus, you're up.
I'm going to dash.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Tyrannus, you are up.
Move me forward 30, please. So I should be flying right over Zamir.
Yes, you're flying.
Actually, I'm going to dash with the flight, so move me another 30 up.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. The troll is going to see you flying above, and he is going to throw.
I'm a dire wolf.
Oh, let your direwolf go first then.
All right.
He's got to stand up,
He's standing up.
so that's half his movement.
Yep.
Okay.
Move him 15 up.
Okay. Now he's going to take a shot at you. Give me a dex save.
It's a hit.
All right, so you're gonna get your damage here. So that's one. Oh man, 2 1s. All right, so 7 points of damage, plus the damage you take from falling 30 feet. So every, I think fall damage is 1d6.
I land on my shield like Captain America.
Okay, well then you break your
Dislocate
break
your shoulder and your
So-
I'm a super soldier.
So 7 points of regular damage, 4, 8 points of fall damage, and you are prone.
supine. Supine's on your back, prone's on your stomach.
Okay, whatever. Porcupine. All right, that is the troll's move. Joseph, you may go.
Troll's dead. No, who's last? He was last. Troll's last?
No, troll didn't go. Yeah, he threw the ball.
Troll just went.
Troll
He
just
flew
went, sorry.
over.
Wait,
Actually,
so-
actually, the troll. I think that the.
Was
Sorry.
that a reaction to it?
No.
or-
The troll is before you.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
He still would have thrown it at you.
Well,
That
he
doesn't
was
change anything.
98 feet backward. How low is that boulder roll?
I was gonna say, how do you roll
He's
less
not-
than a
He's throwing
zero?
it, not rolling it,
Come on.
because he was in the air
What's this vision?
Well,
2,000 miles?
how far is his throw?
Kobe?
at least 60 feet.
There's no way.
Then I wouldn't have moved. I would have been back by Zamir.
Okay,
Right?
We can redo it. Fine, that's fine.
God damn it!
Okay.
Troll's turn.
Well, he's throwing at your direwolf then, and your direwolf is
Prone.
still prone, so he
Yeah.
has advantage.
Advantage.
Well, just use the roll you just had against him as the hit.
Well, actually, no. So well, I
Kill
could
it.
do that, but I will let the direwolf try and do a save with disadvantage.
You've already rolled the damage. You've already made the successful roll.
I know, but if we're gonna rewind, we'll rewind.
2.
Okay.
he's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
2.
So then.
Why aren't you
that-
using your
so,
dice tray?
So 7 points of
It's my
damage.
for the
popcorn
popcorn.
holder.
Well,
right
actually,
now.
since we're doing rerolls, 1, 4, 5, 8 points of damage, and the direwolf is still prone. Okay. Now that we're all squared away, now you may do your move.
I'll go 60. Dash.
And he throws again.
He throws it again.
He's like, I got you. Got another one.
All right, so I am now going to
Just topple it on top
crash me.
This is a bonus action.
I'm just double checking this to make sure it's a bonus action. I'm right next to you, right, Tyus?
You're right next to Grug.
I'm not next to you yet.
You're 10 feet from me.
Okay, never mind then. I'm done.
That's laterally, not
of it. Then what about
Like
your?
full distance,
no,
10 feet?
like 10 feet from you and I, but you're up in the air, so that'd be
40 feet
ish.
the hypotenuse. So
Justin, what is this over here?
It's just a mound. Of.
looks like butt cheeks.
Hold on, it's not your turn yet. Direwolf goes.
Direwolf gets up,
Okay.
moves 15.
Okay.
Direwolf done.
Okay. Now you may go. You're dashing.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Grug is also going to. He's actually going to dash. But I forgot he has cunning action, so he's basically gonna dash twice and do 60 feet. As he gets to there,
Would that be 30 feet?
hold on.
with
I'm
2
not-
dashes?
I'm not. No, because he. Oh, yes, you're right. But he actually went 25. But you can see him as he starts to run, and he starts to run higher. He starts to slow down, and he is going to need to do an athletic check.
He just bounces
Or-
off the snow and stabs him in the eye, and it's over. Critical hit.
So it needs to be. That is a nat 1. So he
Falls back down the hill.
He doesn't fall, but he has a hard time sort of gaining traction. You can see his legs start to slip almost as he goes up the mountain. And his turn will end there. Tyus, you are up.
Is being behind a tree, is that advantageous at all in combat, or like? in this-
Yeah, we give you half cover. Yeah, I think that's half cover. Yeah, so half cover gives you bonus, two bonus to AC and Dex saving throws.
All right, I will move there. Actually, I'm gonna dash.
Get that dizzy dash.
All right, so you're not behind a tree.
Not quite.
Oh, shit. Not behind the tree.
Okay. Ice Troll's turn. He is going to. He is going to. You see him. Now he's gonna throw. He's
Lifting
gonna,
up his leg.
He is gonna throw. He's gonna throw at the direwolf one more time.
Man, he really hates animals.
Oh wait, he's not throwing. The direwolf is doing a save.
Ah. Let me roll in this. 13 plus. Shit. It's a.
13.
I rolled a 13. Yes.
That's safe.
Cool.
So he dodges
Dodges
out
it.
of the way of the snow, and all right, you are free to go. Drasko.
So I'm gonna attempt to dash up and around this mound. What's it gonna do for my movement?
Find out. Move. If that's where you want to go, move. I'll tell you. Okay. Well, no, you can't go that. You're half. You have half. Dash is 30, right?
60.
Oh, did you? Well, I'm sorry.
no,
did you
he-
move 30? It looked like you moved more. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
He moved 30.
Oh, okay. If you move 30, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad. You have to look at me like, you're angry at me. I was just asking
No,
for
he's
clarification.
angry at you,
He's
all
an
right.
angry
He's
man.
just like,
He didn't get his baklava or his baklava
Good
or his
broccoli rabe.
blackula.
how dare the DM ask me questions?
Mama.
All right. Grug is going to try and gain purchase on that land here. And he still
I don't think the land's for sale.
not. So he still cannot get up that way. Although he does have.
Has anyone tried talking to this thing?
No, he does
Or
not.
like throwing a boulder back? This way, catch.
Tyus, you're up.
So if I move behind the tree, can I attack from behind the tree, but I have like cover? How does that work?
Yeah. Briefly, yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Did you skip me?
Did I skip you?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. You're
Hold on.
0.
Well, the direwolf rolled.
Well, if the direwolf went, then the direwolf's after you.
Yeah, I
Right.
didn't go.
Well, how come you didn't go before the direwolf?
You told me to do a saving throw for the direwolf.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
All right, so then go. Sorry.
All right.
Pay attention.
I'll land.
I'll fall.
You're gonna land right there.
Nope, right there.
Man down. Man
Right
down.
there on him.
And
I'm now on his head.
That's 5 d6 fall damage.
That is great interactive D&D right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly how he falls.
I fell on him, and now I have my sword in his skull.
So where are you going?
I can't move anymore. That's it. It's 30 feet down.
Well, you could use a dash action and move a little bit.
No, leave me there.
Okay. Now you're direwolf.
Now the direwolf. Move him right next to his bad boy.
All right, so he's also gonna have to pass. Even though he he still has to. Yeah. So roll a athletics check for the direwolf.
Mathematics. Check?
Well, I guess
I don't
it's
have an athletics.
yeah athletics. So athletics would be.
I have strength,
Yeah, do a
dex.
strength. He's got a +4 strength. So
It doesn't. Mine just says +3. Okay, +4. I'll take.
otherworldly steed.
Oh, I'm looking regular direwolf.
Yeah, that's you can't. Yep.
That's a 9.
All right, so he starts to. You can see his paws start to. All right, Joe, you did your movement already.
So I did my movement, but I haven't actually gone.
Because you went. Remember, you dashed,
You
but that's
dashed.
when I skipped him. All right, now
When
go
I
ahead.
moved already.
You were moving
but I did
towards
not,
the tree, but you did
yeah,
not do your thing.
Did
yes.
not do my action.
Yep, we're all on the same page here. We're all
So
saying the
We're
same
all
thing.
saying the same thing here.
What is the, as the, like, if I were, okay, so if I threw my spear, do I have range based on elevation and distance?
What's your spear?
No weapon.
I would say you're about 55, 60 feet at this point.
Oh, he could definitely.
Range is 20/60 feet.
60, that would be disadvantage. So you would, but it would be disadvantage. That's what that second number is. Anything over 20 feet is disadvantage. So you can give it a hurl if you want, but it would be with disadvantage.
Okay.
You could also stab yourself in the face. That would be. I'd give you advantage on that one.
You throw it and hit Grog. He's
Grug,
dead.
not Grug.
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 Where's Vance?
It's on the painting there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You want to use a cold frostbite or something?
Yeah, I'll cast Frostbite just to see what happens.
Okay, that is a
Isn't he immune
It's
to
60 feet.
60 feet, and no, what is it?
It's a con save.
Con of.
13.
He's gonna
You
fail.
trying to heal him?
He's gonna fail.
That is a
You rolled a 6.
7.
D6.
That's a 7,
Oh.
actually. He rolled. And then what happens with frostbite?
Wait, don't you roll a d20 to make a
Oh,
con throw?
oh, sorry. Yeah, duh.
No.
That's much better. Okay.
You should give me that one for honesty. I mean,
I've given,
come
I've given
here.
you plenty. I've given you plenty. I appreciate your honesty. Thank you. That was a.
But go fuck yourself.
That's
that was
what I
like a
heard.
22.
Okay. Well, then.
So that's a fail, right?
What's the plan there to frostbite the ice troll?
He gets disadvantage on attack rolls.
There's so many. He has to be.
It's not a damage. It's a.
Well, he does
disadvantage.
take damage,
Probably
and it would be
not.
disadvantage.
So frostbite isn't
Assuming
a
it-
cold thing.
Well, we don't know.
I mean, frostbite is a cold spell. Is that what you're saying?
He could
Yeah.
be resistant, but not immune.
Yeah. He could still have disadvantage on his next
weird. I'm not
attack.
gonna
It's
cast
worth a
lava
shot.
on
I don't have
lava
any. I
monster.
don't want to use spell slots yet. So go fuck yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna try to go fuck him.
Oh, get in there.
Tired of Joe's sass, you know.
I'm taking the long route. Exploring the trees.
Joe's gonna go knit some socks around the corner there.
I'm wearing socks.
A
From
baklava.
from the cloth
gonna knit
from
a
the cabin.
baklava.
Broccoli raw.
Broccoli raw.
Broccoli.
I believe it's the troll's turn, and then it's you and
Yes.
the direwolf.
Me and Dire.
It is the troll's turn, so he is going to
Surrender.
I give up.
He's going to throw the boulder at both the direwolf
Double
and,
kill.
Yeah, the dire wolf moved.
Gain the lead.
Grug. Well, no, he moved, but he couldn't get up the
Tried to
thing.
move.
Lost the lead.
So go ahead and
Oddball.
Game over.
That's a nat 20.
all right. So they both pass. And all right. Your turn now, Taras.
We'll go with dash forward for 30. Put me behind that tree, if that's 30 feet. Is that 30? Thank you.
You're not technically behind the tree, but
Do you want to be in the tree?
just move. Yeah,
Yeah, just put me behind
yeah.
it.
Move them one
So-
back. There you go.
Right there.
Yep, right there.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, direwolf. Gonna try to climb up again.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see, that one wasn't a good roll, so we'll go with this die. Plus 4, right? 16.
Okay, so that allows him to get purchase and move
What do you buy?
up to the troll. Yeah.
Right in my way.
I will. He can. He's still.
He's gonna
that
attack.
that was his movement. Okay.
And hold on, let me pull him back up. Actually, what's this thing real quick to hit? I'll just write it down so I know.
His whose?
The direwolf. Is he plus 5?
Well, his action is otherworldly slam, so it is melee attack roll. Bonus equals your spell attack modifier,
Okay, so
which is I think is a 2.
a 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Okay, that does not hit. So, snake.
Moving 15.
Okay. All right.
We are going to fireball level 3,
What's the distance to fireball?
150 feet.
150.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does it have splash damage?
That's what I'm targeting behind him.
Okay.
In a radius that's not going to affect the other 2 weirdos.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Where you're at?
So that's for you. It's a Dex 15.
Dex 15. Okay.
Damn. I rolled a 16.
Hold on a second. At the start of its turn, which is
Not up yet.
no. I'm trying to think of a couple things back. Okay, Dex 15. That's a hit.
So 8d6.
All right.
I want all 6s.
Same. Didn't happen.
All ones.
Oh my god, there's a lot of ones. I'm so sorry. 6, 8, 6, 12, 18, 21.
Okay. Okay. All done.
Yes.
So you're the first one to really fire something through. It kind of travels up, arches over the mountain, hits behind the troll. This troll lets out this huge roar. It kind of falls forward a little bit. You start to see him glow almost like a blue, ice cold color. And with that, it is Grug's turn. He is going to try again to get up the mountain. And he does. He successfully gets up the mountain. And he is going to take... I mean, now that he's got there, he looks up at this huge troll, and he's going to take a couple whacks. That's not going to do anything, and that will do something. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Grug's turn is over. Tyus, you're up.
If I move around from outside of the tree, do I have line of sight on him? Or not really because of the elevation?
No, because he's taller, so I would say you could still see him. Yes.
All right, so I move there, and then I will throw my spear.
Is it over? It's still going to be disadvantaged, though, I think, because 5, 10, 15, over 20, right?
Yes.
And you still have the elevation to deal with.
Then I will cast
Frostbite.
Smart bite.
Chromatic Orb,
Okay.
level 2.
Ice do ice.
Make it fire. Fire.
Yeah, I need to know what element.
Fire.
Okay. You sure?
No.
Psychic.
Popcorn.
Necrotic. Popcorn.
So it's 30.
Cracked
Let's
pepper.
use the ice.
It's an ice ball.
That's an 8.
That's a hit.
That is going to fire behind him.
What he didn't know was it was a distraction.
Okay. Ice Troll's turn. So the beginning of the Ice Troll's turn, as you noticed earlier, sort of woke him up. And at the beginning of the turn, he generates what's known as a cold aura. Both the direwolf and Grug are going to take 3d6 cold damage, which I believe that kills the direwolf. Because he had...
Unless he rolls all ones.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm making a roll.
That's fine. Well, that's 4.
He's still alive.
8.
No, he's dead.
13 points of damage.
They're dead.
Okay.
Direwolf is gone. Billy! No. No, Billy.
All right. Okay. And Grug also took 13 points of damage. Now, to start his turn...
No, remove.
He gone.
Yeah, he's dead.
He gone. Don't worry, I'll call
Good
him.
attempt, though. I like it.
I'll call him.
Call it camel. Call it dolphin.
And he is going to
I don't have a
multi-tack
dolphin.
Grug at this point with a bite and 2 claw attacks. So let's just see what hits first.
Angry troll.
So that's a 10, which will miss. That's a fucking Jesus.
Maybe if we offer him clothing, like warm him up, maybe he'll change his tactics.
Maybe.
14. What is
Hoodie with
Grug's
a zipper,
AC?
you
Okay, so that last one hits. So 2d6 plus 4. So that is... Alright, 2d6 plus 4. So that's 6. 8. 12 plus cold damage. So I need 2d8. Seven. And an 8. So that's 15 and... What did I say before?
0.
It's 15...
7?
No, I said 7 and I think it was like 12. So he is... So you see Grug at the top of the mountain blasted with ice, and then the troll just going to town on him. And it is now...
My turn.
Drasco's... yes.
Yes.
Drasco, it's your turn.
Drasco, go ahead. Right. Move me up next to Chris's dais.
Chris's thighs?
Yeah.
Go to next to
Chris's
Chris's thighs?
So the troll's turn is over. Is he still glowing that blue that he was at the start of his turn?
He is, yes.
Okay. So we're going to assume he's going to do that at the start of every turn until he de-blues.
D-Blues.
You blew yourself.
Don't get close, I guess.
Alright, so that's my movement. I'm going to...
Samir, you want to move up?
He's fixing a horse.
Oh, there it is. I'm going to cast Protection from Energy on Chris. And that is... He is now resistant to cold damage.
Oh, okay.
That's
Cool.
my action.
Smart idea.
And then
That is a...
concentration.
Oh, you're next to him. Okay.
I'm right next to
Yeah,
him.
all right.
yes.
I forgot you actually moved.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then
And that is a concentration spell.
as my bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step up to the troll.
30 feet.
30 feet.
Let's see. Where are you?
So 30 from here.
Yeah, but the elevation.
Elevator.
Yeah, I'll give him right here.
No, don't go. I don't want to.
So don't have to. No.
fine. Let's-
What about to the right? That way.
If you can't do right, that's fine.
I don't want to get in your way.
I
You're
can
fucking
move.
throwing
I
fireballs.
can move. I'll stay. I won't target.
Yep,
his
I'll
feet.
let that go.
I'm not engaged, right? I'm still behind a little bit.
No, you're right on top of him at that point.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically
Then we're
looking at
good.
his toes. Tasty grippers.
Tasty.
All right. Okay. Drasco, now you're up. Right? You're done, Tyrannus?
Yes.
Scorching ray level 3.
Okay. That's a ice spell, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay. Why'd you just roll 1?
That's my D20. Create 3 rays, not 3 attacks. Is it 3 attacks?
No, it's 3 attacks. It's
3
attack for
attacks.
each ray.
And it's an automatic hit, isn't it?
No,
Like
no,
magic
that's
missiles?
magic missiles.
Oh.
He's just like 1. You got a lot of performance anxiety?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. We'll find out here. Scorching ray. You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets. You hurl them at one target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. Do we have problems reading?
Yes.
Holy cow.
21 is the first attack.
That's a hit. Let's just hit for the all 3 of them. Or 4 of them.
Nope. 15.
That's a miss.
One hit.
You only did at level 3?
Yeah.
Or 2?
Uh,
or whatever?
Third level.
Okay.
So 1d6.
2d6.
One.
On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage.
That is correct.
See, this is how we repay each other, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
10.
10. Okay. And last turn you did fireball, right? Okay.
Level 3.
Yep. Okay.
I'm staying right where I am.
All right. Grug is going to try and attack. That's a hit, and that is a hit. So 2 hits by Grug. 16. Okay. All right. And Tyus, you're up.
I'm gonna move up. So I'm right there right now.
Okay.
right? I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Get a little closer when you cast it on.
Make sure you don't miss.
It's like I found the target.
And
It's like when you're pinging someone in Helldivers.
What are you carving it into him?
Right here. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Negative.
Hunter's Mark is bonus action, right?
yes.
Yep.
Then I will sword him
Okay.
with an S word. Fuck. 10
Okay. That's your first attack.
and 11.
Both missed. All right. As before, because it is the troll's turn, you are done.
Yes.
Okay. His ice cold aura permeates his body, sending a shiver down your spine and causing additional damage.
Question.
Can I finish this?
Yes. But it
I think it's pertinent
pertains to this.
Okay. 6, 7, 8. So that's 9 points of damage. Grug is down.
Is it a magical effect? The aura?
It just says all non-magical flames in the aura are extinguished. Why would he?
We have advantage against spells and magical effects.
No, it's not a saving throw. It's an automatic damage. Any creature
Okay.
that starts in turn within 10 feet of the troll takes 3d6 cold damage. So it's not a save. So there's no
And it's not a spell, right?
Correct. It's just
Got
it's
it.
called Cold Aura. So 9 points of damage to Tyus, 9 points of damage. Grug is down, and 9 points of damage to Tyrannus as well.
Okey-doke.
All right. He is going to. Yeah, I guess he's going to go after. Yeah, he starts to surround him, so yeah, he's going to take a shot at Tyus at this point. So that is a.
Oh, sorry. One more question. He's resistant to cold damage. Isn't his
I didn't
damage
say.
half?
Huh?
Is Tyus is cold?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, so it is cold damage. Good call. So it would be
That's what I thought you were asking.
4.
No. I was wondering if it was because if it's a magical spell also or a magical effect, we have advantage against
okay.
it.
Does 20 hit?
No.
21. Okay. All right. Well, one's not gonna hit, and one's not gonna hit.
That
rolled
one?
I rolled a 13 and 2 ones.
That one, he's got to fall down and like
he fell
stab
down,
himself or
like-
something.
Yeah,
He threw his own snowball in his face.
All right. It is
My turn.
now. It is your turn. Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast 3rd level Prayer of Healing.
Okay. Well, what's the prayer? Our Father, Hail Mary.
Yeah. Up to 5 creatures of your choice who remain within range for the spell's entire casting gain the benefits of a short rest and also regain 2d8 hit points. A creature can't be affected by the spell again until that creature finishes the long rest.
What's the how much health?
2d8. Oh, give me 1 second.
Up to 5 creatures who remain within range of the spell's entire casting gain the benefits of a short rest. Gain the benefits and also regain 2d8 hit points. Creature can't be affected. Okay. Well, that's a. Ooh, excuse me. That's a hell of a spell.
Don't cast it on the ice troll.
Oops, shit. I accidentally hit that button.
Delete phone.
All right. So,
So
that
this
mean-
is saying 3d8 on next to my 3rd level one.
Yeah. Oh well, because it's 3rd level.
Okay.
Because so the higher the level, you get an additional.
So I will roll just on this thing,
On what thing?
the foe. I accidentally hit it
Oh,
beforehand.
so you roll how much
Yeah.
health? Okay, gotcha. Are you doing 2nd or 3rd level?
3rd level, Prayer
Okay,
of
so
Healing.
so 3d8. Gotcha.
And then I'm going to roll right now. Now, he's down. Do I have to get him back up to give him health?
I don't think so. No, I think he
Alright.
gets healed already. So
So we'll find out what we got here.
clutch.
Big roll, big roll, big roll. 6 points of healing.
He's up.
And he's down. And he's up. And he's down. So, Chris, you gain 6 back.
Okay.
All right.
That's an action. Do I have-
Zamir, you're up. Drasko.
Just moving 10 forward or west.
Okay.
And then we'll go down to 2nd level Scorching Ray.
Okay.
23.
That's a hit.
16.
That is up. 2 hits. 16's hit.
46.
2 points.
17.
Damage. 2 points damage. Okay. All right. Scorching Ray is fire, right?
Correct.
Is it fire?
Correct. Rays of Fire.
Okay, so it's ice. Gotcha. Okay.
Ice fire.
Hot ice.
All right. Grug is back,
Hey, Grug.
Welcome back, dude.
and he kind of gets up, groggy, And he knows if he stays, it's not going to go well. Because he's felt the cold aura, so he tries to escape, which gives the troll opportunity of attack, which he's going to take. And that is a 17. Grug escapes, so if you just want to move him down, he's just going to run for a bit.
I was running.
15's fine. All right, Tyus, you're up.
Let's gonna go with the sword. 17.
That's a hit.
Yes.
You do have Hunter's Mark on him.
Yep. Should I do the second hit?
Yeah, see what we hit first.
25.
2 hits.
All right, 1d8 plus 1. So that's 12 plus. What's Hunter's Mark? Damage.
1d6. Additional 1d6. So add that to each hit.
So that's 15 on the first.
On the first. That's your total with Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, and then that's 13, 14, and that's 15 on the second.
So 30 total, huh? That's big damage. So you finally connect 2 big slices. You start to see this almost icicle-y like cuts start to as soon as you cut, you almost start to see like icicles start to form where the cut is, trying to cauterize the wound.
Right where his nipple is.
And we'll have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
And he will have disadvantage on the next attack roll. All right. So it is his turn. So Tyrannus and you are going to take 3d6 damage. You are halved. Oh god. 6 points. 10 points, 14 points of damage. So 7 to you, 14 for Tyrannus. Now, does yours
Where are you
do
asking
that
that question?
for Tyrannus?
I'm looking that up now.
Is that spell every turn?
5 creatures of your choice who remain within range of the spell's entire casting gain
Yeah.
benefit. Yep. So I heal again.
What is that? Well, it's not your turn yet, so hold on a second. It's still the troll's turn.
Oh, right.
All right, so 14 points, 7 points. Troll is going to. He's gonna take 3 slashes again. The first one's gonna be disadvantage. So the first one is okay. So that's a 10. So that's a 17. That won't. All right, 2 claw attacks.
To who? Me or to Tyus? Okay.
Yeah. So 23. That's a hit, right?
Yep.
Okay. And 14. So that's not gonna do anything. All right. So damage wise. 4, 5, 8 points of physical damage, and 4 points of cold damage. That's halved. I halved that for you already.
Okay, you already
Yes, took that into consideration. And he is going. Does he want to gamble here? No, he's up there. That's where he's gonna fight it out. Tyrannus, you're up.
You want me to roll the spell first?
Yeah, let me find out something about that. It seems like a lot of healing for very little.
Just says instantaneous.
Yeah, hold on a second.
But it says casting time is 10 minutes. Regain 3d8 hit points. Affects up to 5 creatures of your choice.
So you start casting it, and it takes X amount of rounds to actually pull off.
Now, 10 minutes is how long it lasts, so we're just
You
trying to...
said casting time 10 minutes.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
how
no,
long.
no. That's how long it how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Well, we're
see.
just trying to find out if it's every turn.
Oh, you're right, Joe. It does take 10 minutes to cast. So we're gonna do the same thing you guys did to me. We're gonna roll that back. So whatever healing you got, take it away.
I don't remember how much healing I got.
At least 50. So take that out.
50?
No,
50.
it was 10. It was 10 points.
For both.
Did he do it once or twice?
Just once.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Yeah. So 10 points.
Okay. So
Right, there's
minus-
separate slots for casting and duration.
There is, and you're right. I totally saw. I
Damage.
reversed them in my head. So good call,
Alright,
Joe.
got it.
Thanks.
Yep.
He's the hey teacher. You didn't give us any homework for Friday.
You're
good kid.
going to die.
So
snake.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you do 2 actions because that one's null and void.
Can I? Well, let's see if I could just switch the spell, because I have another healing spell.
So if you were to cast that 10-minute casting time.
It's an out of combat
yeah.
spell.
Oh, so you can't do it at all during right? Okay.
Mm.
If combat somehow took 10 minutes, you could. If you're not getting hit, because it does require.
Yeah, that's weird that it takes 10 minutes. But you're at a bar, you'd be at a tavern or whatever, and just cast that and just wait around.
It's
for 10
it's a way to not have to rely on short and long rest.
Correct, yes.
All right. So what if I switch it up to Aura of Vitality?
That is 1 action, and an aura radiates in a 30-foot emanation. When you create the
It's
aura
2d6 instead of 3.
at the start of each turn, while it persists, you can restore 2d6 hit points, and that is concentration. Yeah, so do 2d. All right, so okay,
So I'll
That's
do
fine.
1 action of the 2d6,
okay.
and that's at 3rd level.
You said 2nd level or 3rd level?
It's 3rd
3rd
level,
level. Okay,
which is still 2d6.
okay. So
So-
so you'll do that originally.
We got 9 points of.
Okay, so give yourself 9.
We're back to 9.
Back to 9 instead of 10.
All right, so that's 9
Wow.
points. Yeah, that's my bad.
That's okay. I've had a couple tonight. Guess that captain table's drink is
Yeah.
hard to concentrate on.
All right, so that was my first action.
okay. Now this action, which
this
is now
action,
your turn.
Now my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to attack. So this is just a regular action.
So it says when you create the aura and at the start of each of your turn while it persists, you can
2d6.
restore. So
That's
this is also 2d6.
so I get another 2d6 right now.
Correct.
Okay. So let me go back to that. Spells.
Although, here's the thing. Well, you gotta hold on a second. You have to roll a concentration check because you got hit with
But the aura.
the-
Yes.
with the cold aura, yeah. Which you got hit for. What was it?
12 or 14?
I think it was 14. Yes.
All right. Which I still have that damage.
Yes, you do. So Constitution, you do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And that is
So difficulty check is 10 or half the damage taken. So in this instance, it would be you need to roll a 10 or higher.
19.
Okay, so there you go. You're good.
So now 2d6 for the.
Now you can do 2d6.
All right. We're going to get this. Okay. So you're all the way up here. 2d6 or vitality. That's a 7 more damage or 7 more healing.
Okay.
So add 7. Done. I'm going to do my bonus action first. And come on, load up here. Oh no, we're frozen. We're frozen. Let me go back to it.
What do you want to do?
I'm just making sure that Shield of Faith is a bonus
That
action.
might be.
Oh no, it's concentration.
Yep.
Forget it. Never mind. We're attacking. First attack. 13 plus 8 is 21.
Okay.
You may do my hits first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 13 point. And another 21.
Okay.
So that's 2 hits. Do you want me to just roll both die for the damage at one time, or you just want me to do one at a time?
No, you roll one at a time.
Alright.
I mean, if you rolled a 1, you wouldn't want 1 damage for each, right?
No, I mean rolled 2 die because it's 1d8. So if I just do 2d8 plus 4, that'll be both my attacks.
Yeah, roll it. Yeah, roll it each time.
Actually, before I do that, I'm going to also cast Shining Smite.
No, you're not.
It's fucking concentration.
Tell me else what you're not gonna do.
I know. What else am I not going to do right now?
Joe, why is your tablet so big so I can see all the crap?
I know. I got to scroll down.
Joe,
and
this is your
fucking-
new tablet. It's just a TV.
I'm just now realizing that's all what the 1A and the 1R and all that crap means.
Oh, you never knew that? Yeah,
now-
there's like a C beside it, and
All I have
as
are
well.
like 1A, so it didn't really, there's nothing in
Well,
me.
1A is 1 action.
Yeah.
But the
Oh, I
C,
see.
there's a C beside it, isn't there?
Yeah,
for
but it's all
certain
way.
ones?
Haha.
I have no C beside it.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a level 2 Divine Smite.
You can do that.
Yes, I can. And that'll be 3d8 once I get to it. So here's my roll for the hit. That is a 3
Okay.
for the first one. No, and then the second one is... This is also just for damage. And only the first hit is the Divine Smite.
Okay.
So the second one is... plus 4 is 6. 6 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And then I will roll for the
I don't think Samir's gonna make it.
Divine Smite. Shit. Alright, Divine Smite.
Guys, there was a horse issue.
Thought it was a hawk.
It
He
was a
gets hit
dolphin.
with 18 more
Uh,
radiant damage.
with how much?
18 radiant damage.
Okay.
18.
In radiance.
So 18
Judgment.
plus 6.
No, that was just 3d8.
Okay.
That was the Divine Smite.
Okay.
There's no plus to it.
No. I'm saying what you were rolling other damage
Oh,
before. What
sorry.
was the total damage?
That was 6
It was a
and a
6.
2.
So 6, 2, and 18.
Yes.
Okay. So all right. So 20. Okay. 26. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. You done? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. Where
Saying
are we?
Jesus
Whose
Christ
turn
can't
is
hit
it?
a curveball.
Snake, it's your. It's. I
What
think
is
it's.
this? I am good where I am.
Whoever's
I am
the first
casting
one.
Chromatic Orb level 2. Fire. I will choose.
Fire.
Plus 7 to attack. I missed.
Okay.
I'm good where
Grug is still staying put.
I'm.
Tyus, you're up.
Did you give him health back?
Who?
Grug.
He's. I don't know if he's not far enough or he's not close enough because he's down the mountain.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
I did check though.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing that sword. And that's a...
Do you like imbue your sword with fire?
Also, I need you to roll a concentration check on your hunter's mark because we didn't do that. I won't take away any
Is that a
damage
20?
that you already did. It's a D20 and you need to do.
17
Okay, you're good
plus concentration.
Yep, you're good. You're good. Thank
That's
you.
the start of my turn, right? Would I have to do that?
Also, I've had
Or should
advantage.
I
I
do it
have
now?
advantage.
On concentration throws?
Yes.
Oh, cool. All right. Is that a war magic, war caster thing, or is that just? I do remember you do have it. I'm just curious what.
I don't know. It's under like saving throws. It says
Okay.
advantage. Maintain your concentration on.
All right, I've lost interest.
That is correct.
On a spell when you take damage.
All right, I'll believe you.
But yeah, it's quicker to look at the stat sheet than to find why.
Yep, you're good.
So that was a 24 on
And
the attack.
It only happens when you take damage. You don't have to do it every
Right.
turn.
Okay. And then the second attack is a 14.
Okay, so the first hits.
Okay. Why did I put that? 1d8 plus 5. That is a 9 plus 1d6 hunter's mark, right? Where you at? Yeah, 1d6. That's a 5. So 14 damage.
Okay. All right. So.
And then
Okay.
I will use a.
Hey, what?
So what is this?
What is the? Hope this is not Chris's blood. Chris, that's from a game called Resident Evil. Came out in the late '90s for the PlayStation.
Where'd it go? I had it and then I switched things.
I'm sorry. That's all the time we have tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Action surge.
Oh, okay.
So I will take 2 more attacks with a sword.
Okay.
That's not going to do dick because that's a 12. And that's a 16.
It's a hit.
Oh, yeah, baby. You okay? Oh, that's the wrong die. 1d8 plus 5. So that's 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8 on the damage and then
Okay.
disadvantage on the next.
So you swing and you cut right across the troll's abdomen. He lets out a furious roar, and when he does, the snow and the wind starts to pick up, and the howling that you first heard when you were in the cabin, very recognizable sound, starts to emanate across the plains. Drasco, you very quickly lose vision between the distance of where your comrades are and where the troll is. So at this point,
Guys,
the troll and Tyrannus and Tyus are almost enveloped in this snowstorm where it's only the 3 of you. As he does that, his turn takes place.
He has disadvantage on attack rolls because of sap, or disadvantage on the.
I
next
know
attack roll.
but yeah, and he already had disadvantage,
Okay.
so he was already doubly.
Oh, he's double disadvantage.
Double
No, it's double the
disadvantage.
triple.
trouble.
But you are going to take 3d6 cold damage.
Half.
That's not halved, right? Can we get rid of that?
Well, I got to
Well,
roll
yours
my
is still
I got to roll
Does that-
concentration
okay.
first.
no. You take
you
it.
didn't take damage.
You didn't take damage yet.
That is correct. I'll roll.
What?
What do we have to roll?
You're not rolling.
You just took 11 points of damage. You took. Are you still having his? No, that's done.
Yeah,
his
it's
halving
it's
is
done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Done.
fine.
It's over.
So 11 points of damage to both of you. Take your damage,
Okay.
then roll to see if you still have concentration on your Aura of Vitality and your Hunter's Mark. So you need to roll a 10 or higher.
So I roll my 20 plus my saving throw modifier.
I believe that is because it is a Constitution saving throw. So yes.
25.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll again to see if I need advantage, or
So you rolled the
What
dice
was
up
the?
your butthole.
I'm sorry. What was the damage? 14.
how do you roll a butthole?
11.
11. And then this is.
Bend over. I'll show you.
I got time.
And this
I'll
is
call your
for
bluff.
my. This is for my concentration.
Yes. Just roll a d20.
17.
Okay. You guys are having good rolls tonight. All right. So you did that. And he is going to, one more time, go after Tyus.
Fuck you, man.
Oh. I don't even know why I bothered fucking rolling tonight.
USA.
With a five,
USA.
A 5, a 4,
USA.
and a 5. Like, these aren't even like, hey, you just have high AC. I'm not even
For
coming
those
close.
at home, he actually used the correct dice this time.
I'm using dice. I'm not even using, I'm not using digital dice. That's my problem. All right.
Or the spelly dice.
So it is Drasco. Your turn.
Why you like skipping me? You do. don't
Drasco, it's your turn. Go ahead.
you? Let's do the healing first.
Yes, because you are still good there.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. We get 10 back.
Okay.
And then... No, and then.
What is that from?
It's from Dude, Where's My Car?
Yes.
No one then.
When they're in the drive-thru.
And then he freaks out and breaks the.
And
What a dumbass.
we're
movie.
going to. It is. We're gonna roll to hit. 15 plus 23 for the first one.
30,
16.
61.
That's a hit.
Hey, yous guys.
yous
Hey,
guys.
yous guys. What are we doing here? Hey, yo.
1d8.
Ping pong.
Yeah, let's see. So that's a 2 plus 4 is 6 points on the first one. And I missed. I missed the board. 3 plus 4. 7.
7 miles an hour.
7 what?
And most people pull off to the right hand side.
So 13.
How much? 7 and what else?
6 and a 7 is 13.
You guys have gotten about halfway through now.
I'm not falling for that.
I'm not either.
Probably
Describe
got
the
one
killing
health.
blow.
Oh, yeah. So as I hit him, I took a little chunk of his skin, of its, like it turned into an icicle, right?
Nipple-sickle.
So
Okay,
I,
yeah.
then I took the icicle and jabbed it through his throat.
Oh, okay. So not actually using ice damage, just using it as a sharp piece of
Yes.
shrapnel.
Sharp damage.
Sharp damage.
Point damage.
All right.
Sharp.
Not only that, but the Holy Avenger sword will go through the top of his skull.
Oh, you
Sharp.
double shish kebab?
So as you perform the killing blow, the snow instantly stops and sort of falls to the ground. Drasco, from about 20, 25 feet out, looking up, can see the two of you, and the troll, as it does its final roar, collapses.
Rar.
Hey guys, you okay in there?
Yay!
Rar.
Hi. Zamir waves.
And now,
The real battle begins.
this time it's for real.
He
The
resurrected.
battle of getting Mickey here on time.
The burn marks go up and down its entire body that Drasco did. There's gashes and cuts from Tyus and yourself, and a couple from Grug. Zamir looks off in the distance, doing absolutely nothing. And then as we pan towards people who actually matter on this campaign, it is quiet across these unknown, mysterious plains that you find yourself in. And you hear a small but faint beating, almost like drums.
Are you giving us a beat?
What?
Are you giving us a beat?
Oh shit! It's the Atlanta Braves.
No, I'm not giving you a beat. I'm just saying you hear a
Can't stop the beat.
boom, 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 boom.
That's the Super Mario Brother theme, isn't it?
Okay, I'm back to the campaign. Good job, everyone. Good job.
So we hear a giant heartbeat somewhere in the distance, or something that sounds like a heartbeat. Could be the ice trolls. We don't know. Do we know? Could be Mickey's.
Do we know? Can we figure out the distance it's coming from?
The direction,
Direction, not distance.
temperature.
So you all
Boomsicle.
take a breath, and Tyus and Tyrannus, being the closest, you hear and almost feel a small vibration coming from the ice troll itself.
Oh, great!
Touch it.
Oh, is it its heart? Can I grab its heart?
Cut its heart out.
You want to cut his heart out?
Yeah.
We're gonna stab it through the heart
Wait,
and then
cut it out. Oh my god.
Okay. So can you describe how you want to do that?
Use a spoon.
Why a spoon?
It'll hurt more, you twit.
Why
It's
not a
dull.
knife or an axe? Cause it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
I don't know if I want to touch it.
Yeah, you touch it.
Touch it.
Just a little
Well, I'll take my sword out of his head.
Actually, I'll take my spear out and like stab it, like almost like a like you're
Like
at a buffet and you're
Well, are you stabbing it with purpose, or are you just making sure the troll's dead?
No, we're
stabbing it with a
him
purpose. Like as if you're getting a you're at a little smorgasbord and you get like a little block of cheese and you get a toothpick and you stab it to pick it up.
Well, that's two totally different. I usually
Yeah.
do it like that. I don't fucking jab it.
Well, no, I'm
if you
doing
stab
it
it like that,
gingerly.
you're not
No,
going
we're not
to you're not
gingerly
going to
stabbing
pierce
it,
his
just
chest if you're
fucking
Get a
stab
going
him.
like this.
Just stab his ass.
You're stabbing it hard enough to pierce
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
and
If
are
he's not
you-
gonna,
I need to understand: are you stabbing the heart, or are you trying to get to the heart?
yes, both.
Stab in the heart.
You're stabbing the heart. Okay.
It explodes. We all die.
I'm too far away. So Samir
Uh,
jumps on a horse.
I'm not sure if there's a role here for this. Okay. Yeah, so you take your spear.
Mhm.
Yes? Okay.
Mhm.
And you come down, and as soon as you pierce the heart, an explosion sends both you and Tyrannus back about
To the future.
5 feet, blowing you off the small little cliff,
Uh-oh.
and you are going to take...
38 damage.
Oh, that's the wrong...
No damage.
That's the wrong die.
Is it a cold blast?
18 explosion
No,
damage.
it's just a blast.
But
like
just a
force,
blast.
Yeah,
Got it.
like a grenade went off.
Bam.
Good thing I had my shield up.
6, 10, 12 points of damage. I won't do fall damage. I'll say you kind of rolled down.
Slide.
Fell in the
Snow.
soft
Down.
snow.
12 points of damage.
Dirty snow. Ooh.
Does the drum stop?
It does. As the dust sort of, or not the dust, the snow sort of kicks up initially. Drasco, you see Tyus come down with the spear, and then a bright light that caused the explosion to happen. There's a instantaneous sort of ringing that goes out across the plains. A small sort of like an echo reverberates throughout the entire area. When the snow sort of falls back down and everyone sort of picks things back up, you see another portal.
I see. They don't see?
Everybody sees
Oh, surprise. That was a good one.
another portal
So,
emanating from the ice troll's icy aura and heart.
let's push Grug in first. Grug.
You gonna leave Zamir here, or
I mean, he's...
tell us
Let's tie them together.
Zamir's looking for his horse. Let him let him go.
I'm gonna cast a direwolf so you can hang out with him.
Guess an actual horse
Yeah.
and a camel. Give him a
I'll
camel.
give
I
him
said
a
no
camel.
camels. I said no camels. Compensation for my brother-in-law's car.
Can we rest first?
Oh, we're definitely resting.
Are we?
What, you
Can
just
we
wanna-
can we rest until the portal
We'll
starts
do
to
the
shrink
10,
and then
do the
jump?
10-minute spell now.
Well, we jumped through one portal. Let's jump through the other portal.
Well, no, but like we don't know where we're gonna land though. Like we were lucky to land in a cabin this
I
time.
don't know
We
if
could.
we're going to land.
All right. Well, we'll pick up. Is it Zamir? Zamir showed up.
Zamir's
As you can
back.
see, You're all the
There
way.
it is.
You're all the way. You're all the way over there.
You were holding down the fort.
So
Wait, so is the game over? Are we done?
No.
yeah, you can leave. Goodbye. Goodbye.
No, we
Campaign's
killed
over?
that. We killed
Just in
that
time
big
for
ice
dessert.
troll over there.
Yes.
We've got some reheated.
So
Scallops.
You got some
Scallops
food in
and
the.
salmon.
a recap for Mickey
I
and
just
for everybody
thought
else.
it was
Who,
an old dirty strip club. It's a little fishy up there.
you are in a land of
Opportunity.
yeah.
Land
Did you
of
hit
confusion.
record, by the
Yeah,
way?
yes, we are. We are recording. Maybe
Land
I,
of
should,
confusion.
maybe I shouldn't record.
Is it
Maybe I should
Genesis?
just record this part by myself.
Genesis song. Look it up.
Look it up.
Wait, no, go for the disturbed version. That's better.
I said we're gonna rest until and
Let
rest.
Zamir jump in first.
We're gonna
Let's see what
rest.
Oh, there's a portal? Joe, throw me in.
We're gonna rest
So
first,
so
and then if the
Grug
portal starts to close,
Grug was close to death, but
Couldn't
Huh.
I just? Well, now I can
Tyrannus-
cast that spell.
it takes 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
So everyone's gonna get close to you, and
and then I'll cast it,
okay.
and then we'll. All right, so we all
which
group it up.
is a short rest.
Gives you the benefits of a short rest.
Yes,
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
All
Been
right.
doing the work all this evening.
and 3d8
At
healing.
least somebody is.
All right.
Fucking
So
T-Rex
everyone
arms over
everyone
here.
can heal 3d8. Mickey, you went unscathed. You did. You
Yeah,
played
you fucking
played-
dodged
Fucking awesome
everything.
over
You were
here.
facing the wrong way.
Fucking awesome.
Mhm.
Clear out the cabin.
All right,
Just
so
kept smelling the fish.
everybody
I was
will
wondering where the strip
get,
club is.
if you're missing anything, 17 points of
So we just hit the
healing.
short rest button, right?
Plus, well, yeah. So if this is a short rest, you can
Yes.
hit the short rest button,
short
and
rest.
I have some upstairs if you want some.
I've never seen a banquet beer in cans. It's always those little
Yeah.
stubby
I
bottles.
know. It threw me off at first.
Yeah.
I'm
What do
like,
we, what do we
is this?
select
Does it
on
taste
short
the
rest?
same?
Reset maximum HP during this
No,
rest,
no,
or automatically apply healing with dice results?
Yes.
Yes,
Maximum.
17.
Maximum horse pussy?
Oh,
Come on.
shit. He said
What about what's
no.
the option underneath? Anyone else see that one?
Just make sure you do roll hit die. If
I have an option for sorcerer.
what is it?
Hit die 1d6 plus 2, total 9.
Oh yeah, I have that as well.
Hold on. I'll find out what that is.
I mean, I'm assuming it's got to be spell slots or something.
Okay. Well, so 3, 6, 9, 12. All right. So 12 healing for him. All right. So Grug's there. Drasco, your hold on. Let me see here. I mean, your short rest you're already at max HP.
Does short rest provide any spell slot recharges?
Yes,
No, not necessarily.
it should.
Oh, you
Well,
have to
not-
select the die, otherwise it won't.
It depends on the class. Not every class is like that. So careful. So it says you have 9 sorcery points you regain when you finish a long rest. So you don't gain your sorcery points back.
I didn't spend any of those. so
No, I'm
good.
just letting you know. I don't think you gain any with a short rest. Any sorcery points or any.
Spell slots?
I don't believe.
That's fine. I
so.
use a bunch
Yeah.
of 2s anyway.
Okay. All right.
That was the whole point of it.
So with Tyrannus using that spell that he meant to use before, but or he used before, now he's using correctly.
Yep.
During that 10 minutes where you're catching your breath, you notice the portal is sort of, I don't want to say shrinking, but the crackling of the energy seems to be dissipating.
Let's fucking go,
All right,
people.
let's jump in. If
We're
it's going
going
home.
in. All right, jumping in.
I'm first.
Grug first.
Grug and Zamir, here they go.
Okay.
We all hold hands and go in together.
So as you
Whose
all
fingers in my butt?
My bad.
It's a
My bad, bro.
human centipede.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
okay.
Doing the elephant walk.
Here we
Mhm.
go.
I bet you've probably seen that movie, but not Demolition Man.
Well, I see all
Oh my
movies
God.
involving a centipede.
Judge Dredd 2 or Urban Dread. Have you seen Urban Dread? You're
What is
disappointed.
Urban Dread?
What?
What?
Judge
You're just
Dredd
making
with
shit
Carl
up
Urban.
now.
It's called Judge Dredd, so if I say Judge Dredd to you, you're going to be like, which
It's
one is it?
Stallone.
No,
There's
see, it's
2 of
not.
them.
It's not.
That's why I hate when they
Stallone,
did that,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, Stallone's the better one.
I'm not gonna dispute that, but
So why are we talking about Urban?
I would.
Keith
I was
Urban.
just making not wrong.
From
Wait,
Australia?
Urban Meyer?
Nope.
From Ohio?
Is this
Yeah.
It's the Great Lakes. What is this?
Yep. So
Oh, look, we landed somewhere nice.
as you between the 4 sort of small rocks in that area in the middle there, do you see them?
I don't see shit. Hold on.
Right there. Perfect. Thank
We
you.
landed just
Yep,
like that.
right there. Got it.
So as you teleport in, you start getting hit with rain,
Oh.
and right away
Do I have an umbrella in my bag?
you hear multiple cracks of thunder
Butt cracks?
and lightning.
We're in my world now, bitches.
I have lightning.
Guys, did we bring my Thunder Buddy shirt?
Yes.
And that is where we are going to stop tonight.
Hey, good job.
All right. Glad I could help, guys.
Hey,
Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.
Grug came down. He helped out.
And stay tuned for Mario Brothers theme song part 2.